Hi guys, how are you? How are you tonight? Well, it's night for me. I decided to come in and do a little story time. So while I have peace and quiet, so welcome on in, welcome on in. If you coming in, why don't you go ahead on and hit that like, comment, share button for me. And if you love what you see on the channel, go ahead on and subscribe. I would love to have you. So with no further ado, we're going to jump right into this little story time. It'll be a short one, I think, anyway. But I just came on to tell you how I came about with my name. Get my lips all nice and shiny so y'all won't have to look at no ashy lips. So, how I came about with my name, Miss Do It Yourself. My name is actually Adrian. And for a little backstory on how I got my name, being married to my second husband, who was the love of my life. I'm not gonna do this here because at that time he was. We had been that was my first boyfriend. So yeah, we dated for a while. We started dating in eighth, ninth grade, and we lost contact in the ninth grade, beginning of 10th, when he had to move away. So, yeah, it had been over 20 years before we seen each other again. So, it was all the excitement, the little hoorah or whatever. But after not seeing somebody, it's good. It was good, and it was. I'm not gonna say all bad, but as adults, you grow, you change, so you have to get to know people. And when we got in touch with each other, we talked for a couple of months over the phone. So everything seemed like it was going to be, yes, this is it. My mom was, so she was even excited when she heard, her first thing was, don't, my baby not moving, you're not taking her. So we started dating, a long distance thing. And then we came in and we decided that we would make it official as a relationship. So he moved this way with me from Texas to Louisiana with me. And we went from there. And I think maybe might have been a year or so, we decided to get married. And so I think in my mind, everything was going good. Young ladies, please, please, I don't care who it is. If you see a few little red flags, go ahead on and acknowledge them. Because if you see something as well as they could see something with you, I hope they acknowledge it as well. Don't just go because that's someone you loved all your life and years. Because I carried, even through my first marriage, I still had his school ID. I still had his pictures that he had given me from his family. All that I still had. All that think I still have it. If he didn't take any with him, I still have all that stuff. But I carried that stuff from eighth grade until now. Yeah, until now. So it's just a little backstory of, you know, how we were in love. I think we were in love with the idea of that was a first love back then, and never took the chance or the time to get to know each other as adults before we committed to a marriage. So, yeah, we didn't learn each other. Henceforth, now how I get this name is because one day, when I moved in this house, this is an old house. So a lot of work needed to be done. Y'all, the house is so old. Let me tell you, when I moved in here, the living room and the den had shag carpet. The stuff on the carpet was this long. The front carpet was green, and the carpet in the den was burnt orange. copper sunrise, whatever they call it now. That was the color of the carpet. So we had to change all that out, and still living in an apartment mindset that those people stuff, don't touch it. That's why y'all see me doing a lot of, well, still doing projects. But anywho, the hall bathroom had a pedestal sink in it. So we went to Home Depot, found the cabinet combination thingy to put in. So one day when I was at work, he was putting it in. When I got home, y'all, I was so excited. I was like, yes, yes, all right. We got the sink in. We got the sink in. He was still on the floor working, doing something. And I'm going, yes, I was all excited, y'all. I was excited that the sink was done. Y'all, homeboy had my feelings about this year big because he said, I said, no, we got to see what other projects we could do. Getting our home together, building a home, establishing our home, putting our touches on it. Homeboy said, I ain't none of your damn slave. But, y'all, I didn't even respond. I just looked at him. I said, is that the person that you say you in love with? I looked at him and I had to walk away. I had to walk away, and it was like little things like that. And so I think it was something else that I made. That it was a lot of stuff, y'all, that needed to be done. Homeboy ain't touching none of it. You would rather go, and he was going to do stuff for his family, and I guess that made him happy. To each his own, whatever. But from that point on, with from that sink part, you didn't have to worry about me asking not nothing else. I got on. Somebody said you ought to get on YouTube for something I wanted to do, and I said, never thought about that. So the lawnmower broke here, and it was the little spring that when you pull it to start it, the little spring in the inside had broken. By this time, we had separated. I was in the shed, and I had the lawnmower. We got the little piece, and I was winding that thing back up, fixing that string, and homeboy popped up on me. He's like, "What you doing?" I said, "The spring loose, so I'm just fixing it." He said, "Why you didn't come?" Do what? Sir, no, sir. No, sir, I'm not calling anybody. I will YouTube it or Google it first before I ask anybody to do anything. You only get one chance to hurt my feelings. Once. And that's because I didn't see it coming. So now that's why I am so guarded. I'm not too bad because I will let people in, but I will keep my eye on you. I will keep my eye on you. But yeah, homeboy had done broke them little feelings, that excitement down to nothing. You hear me? Nothing. And I'm like, okay. So no, I didn't ask anybody, and I still don't ask anybody to come and help me. I had a snake in the backyard one year. Thank God I haven't seen it anymore, and I pray I don't see it anymore. And I was talking to the thing like, "What you doing here? Why are you back here?" Like it was gonna answer me, y'all. It shocked me. So my daughter, Russ was a baby. My daughter said, I went to tell her, I said, "Come help me. They got a snake in the backyard." She, I got this baby. I can't come help you. Because I was trying to pour bleach on the thing and everything, y'all. I was running. Had just got from church with my good church clothes on. Y'all, I had to go. And she said, "You got that machete? Go get it." Chopped him up. Do you hear me? Chopped him up. So one of my cousins, I was telling them about it, and they said, "Well, why you didn't call my husband?" Child, I don't think he was gonna sit there and wait. And me not knowing where he done went, we was gonna have to move. Where I was gonna go? Girl, I chopped him up. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So now when I see a project, I just do it. I don't call, I don't ask. I go to YouTube University. Y'all might see my shirt, make me a shirt. YouTube University. That's where I went. And that's where I have been going for years to get stuff done. So now I just call myself Miss Do It Yourself. Yeah, my mom said, "How did you learn all this?" I said, "I have no idea." She said, "You must have got that from your daddy because you definitely didn't get that from me." I said, "Probably so. Probably could have got it from my grandfather, her daddy. But my daddy used to do all this kind of stuff as well. I wish he was here so he could see it. He would be proud of his girl to know that she can handle things on her own. She can handle it, and I can." So, yeah, that's hence how I came up with my name, Miss Do It Yourself, because I will do it myself. When I ask, can't wait, because you will be waiting forever on somebody to come and help you do something or figure it out. But they don't even try. They just say, "Oh, I don't know how to do that." They don't even try to figure it out for you. You can't find, not around here, a man to do anything to help you. What them old men that they used to hang out under the tree, used to fix the cars all day and with their long socks and stuff. Them men could barbecue, fix anything. I don't even see them no more. I don't see them. Somebody feel it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do it myself. Don't worry about it. Don't find about it. I'm gonna do it myself. So yeah, that's why I call myself Miss Do It Yourself, because I will get out there and do it myself. Cut grass, weed eat, redo something real quick, paint, anything. I will try and do it myself. Yep, the patio I redid myself because I've had two men to come here and call themselves closing it. Well, it was already semi closed in, but closing it in and redoing it, and all they did was slap some board on the outside, and that was that. I could have did that for $300. I could have did that. I had bought the board and everything. You just screwed it up there. You will not take advantage of me ever again. Because guess what? I'm going to do it myself. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yes, y'all. So that's how I came up with my name, Miss Do It Yourself. Yes, I hope you all have enjoyed uh, the little story time with me. Remember, you all have an amazing day or night whenever you see this, on purpose, of course. And remember, when you see somebody, greet them with a smile. You never know what they're going through. That smile just might brighten their day or save their life. I love y'all. Be amazing on purpose. And as my boy Nemo say, stay phenomenal. Monetize your greatness.